through.
I'm very well, thanks. And yourself? Yes, some days we have those good connections and other days not so great.
That is wonderful.
Right. So choosing a career, I'm sure it has been, I'm sure many of us have already faced those challenges where we want to choose careers for ourselves, but our parents also want to choose careers for us. Now, why do parents impose their choices on their child or children instead of letting them have free will and allowing them to choose the careers for themselves?
See, parents play a significant role when it comes to influencing their children's decision making and development. So it is only natural to see this influence present itself in their children's career choices, since parents would like to see their children succeed and live a happy life. It is unfortunate that success is often socially defined and based on the type of career that one has. So we can view this as a form of nurturing, that parents will influence the level of education and training that a child would achieve, the knowledge that their children have about the world of work and the different occupations, the beliefs and attitudes that their children have towards the working environment, as well as the level of motivation that their children have towards success. In essence, children unconsciously take in their parents' attitude and expectations of them as they grow up.
Mm-hmm. Now, when should parents start having a conversation or talking to their kids about their career choices?
Please repeat that again. I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay, when should a parent start having a conversation about career choices with their kids?
Oh, yes, the conversation starts when they are young. So when they are young in primary school level, we start to have play around the type of career that one wants to take. So studies have shown that students feel supported by when students feel supported by their parents, they are more confident in their ability to choose careers that are interesting and exciting for them. So when a child is in primary school level, we start to explore what it is that a child would like to do when they grow up. What do they see themselves doing? Obviously, yes, a parent has an influence on that because they see the type of interest that their children have. But we start having the more intense conversations at high school level when there's subject choices, which is where the parent becomes even more involved in the decision making and the choices that can be satisfying to the child.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I came across something where a lady was talking about introducing a career choices to a child as young as 4 years old. Now, I don't know if a 4-year-old will already know what they want to become or what career path they would like to take, but is it a good time to start nurturing them, start giving them the options and to show them what is available, and as they grow older then they can make their decisions accordingly?
Yes, it is very important. However, as I mentioned, is that there is an element of nurturing. So parents need to guard against directing the choices of a child, rather creating a much more broad spectrum of the choices that are there. And it is mainly seen through play that a child would play with different toys that are of different career aspirations, such as maybe mechanics, doctors, or any type of a profession that is within the helping profession. So the play around assisting a child and allowing a child to be more explorative at a younger age is very, very important.
Mm-hmm. Then how do you help a child identify their best career fit?
Well, what is important is that as parents, sorry about this, my connection is not working. What is important is that parents need to know that their role is as a facilitator in helping their child explore. So they become some form of a sounding board for their children and helping their children think through ideas that they might have. So they might run the risk shutting down the process of brainstorming and exploration when they shoot down their children's ideas. So it is important to be aware and be present and be aware of one's own thoughts as a parent and caregiver. So one of the things that can be done is assisting a young person in making a list of career options that are there. Once they have discussed critical issues such as interests, skills, values that the child has. So another thing that is very, very important, especially when there's challenges in decision making, is consulting professionals for career counseling, because that is the best option in deciding and seeing where is your best fit.
Mm-hmm. Now, what should you do if you're a young person? You know, you're starting a career. You had no influence from your parents, although they gave you some ideas, and you chose to go your own route. You chose your own career path, and it backfired. And now you have to go back and deal with your parents. What can you do? What advice would you give to someone in that situation?
What is important to know is that we don't come knowing the directions that we can fit in. So being kind to yourself and being kind to and receiving the kind words from a caregiver is very important. So having a supportive parenting, a youth is able to approach parents for assistance and guidance, which is very important. And also knowing that there are institutions that are available to support young people in career guidance, as well as facilities and professionals that can assist in career counseling. So when you find yourself that I've taken this path, but this path is not what I thought it would be, and I don't appreciate it, I'm not liking it. It's always good to just turn and take a different direction. But also what is important is that the direction that you are taking, in order for it not to be another stumbling block or another area that could be of a challenge in future, then seeking career guidance is very, very beneficial in that area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you please provide us with examples of institutions where students can go for career guidance?
Well, there are online facilities that parents can use. Institutions also involve universities and technicons that have career counseling and guidance, whereby an individual can go there for career counseling. There are professionals that are in various institutions, such as the universities. I won't name them, but universities as well as technicons have counselors as well as career guidance officers that can assist in young people in making the best choices when it comes to the career paths that they are taking.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what advice do you have for parents and kids? What advice do you have for the kids as well?
Well, it is important for parents to discuss the possible institutions and entry requirements that a career requires, like for instance, further education and training beyond high school. So having such conversations before you enter into further education and training is very important. Some children might not need to go into further education and training depending on the career choices that they have taken. So helping their child their children introduce their children into to professionals that are already in the field is very, very important. So getting in touch with professionals that are already in the field is something that can help motivate a young person in identifying if whether that particular career or that particular role is best fit for them. Doing things such as voluntary work is very much of benefit. So also for parents to help their children to come up with backup plans should what they have chosen not turn out to be what they had expected. So what is important for parents to remember is that they need to be involved and not in control, to provide advice but not decide for their children, and also to be there for support and not to dominate in the choices that their children make.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the mistakes that parents make, just so that they recognize their mistakes and then going forward they know not to make those mistakes again?
Well, the Biggest mistake is that, my apologies, it keeps on moving. The biggest mistake is that parents become too involved, and over involvement can lead to negative outcomes because you end up imposing your own goals and aspirations on your child. You end up, at times, you find that parents view their children's accomplishment as a reflection on themselves. So, not allowing a child to make their own choice because you have the view that should a child choose maybe a career path in the arts, it reflects badly on themselves, of which it's not about you as a parent, it's about the child and the choices that they make and the path that they take. So, excessive parental control over career decision making can result in serious negative outcomes. You find that children end up being having lack of interest and having experiencing little to no success at all when it comes to a particular field. Within a school level, you find that there's high dropouts rate. At work level, should they succeed beyond school level, you find that there's low performance and distress. So parents need to guard against becoming too involved and disapproving harshly on the choices that their children make.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Claudia. I know I was one of those kids who wanted to do art. And I was told, well, don't do art because, I mean, there aren't many career options or there aren't many job available as artists and stuff. But, as an artist, you sell your own work and you don't really need to work for anyone. You do commission pieces here and there, and basically you live your life as an artist. Well, it depends on the type of art you're doing as well. But yeah, that's what I was told. And well, let's just say I'm not an artist.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, Claudia, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care.
Educational psychologist Claudia Munyai giving us advice and tips on how you can assist your child choose a career path without imposing your will on them. As parents, don't over involve yourself in your child's career path and their options. I mean, allow them to talk to you about the options that are available and what they want to do instead of you um, being over involved and giving them your suggestions and your ideas because you didn't get to do it. You can still do it. It's never too late to do something or try something new. If you want to be a doctor at your age, you can still be a doctor at your age. And you don't have to impose your choices on your kids just because you didn't get to do it. And over involvement will result in a negative outcome. So just allow them the freedom. They will make mistakes, they will learn, and it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes because you learn from those mistakes. All right, it is 11:34. You are listening to the Midday Talk on Salam Media. We will be right back.